So, the logic puzzle goes. You're driving along in your tiny two-seater car. There's no space for anything else. Clearly you have no money. Maybe you're a special educational needs teacher or something. Your car is very small. It's raining outside, raining really heavily. It's cold, the wind is blasting, and you pass a bus stop. This is called the bus stop problem. Okay, you pass a bus stop. Standing at the bus stop in the rain are three people. There is an old lady who clearly has emphysema or an appendix that needs taking out, and she's on her way to the hospital. There is your best friend. You haven't seen this friend for, I don't know, 6 months, but this guy, this man saved your life a while ago, and you really want to spend time with him and show him that you value him and that you think is a really good bloke. And there's the love of your life. Somebody you would love to spend time with, but haven't been able to find the time to spend with her. Okay, you could, if you want, just drive past them all. Or you could stop and use your car to help one of them. So the question is, which one do you help? If you give the lift to the old lady, that's fine. You've saved somebody's life, or you've made somebody's life a lot more comfortable. But you leave the love of your life and your best friend behind. If you give a lift to your best friend to show him how much you value him, then clearly you're leaving this old lady behind and you're leaving the love of your life behind. If you spend time with the love of your life, drive off to the sunny coast and spend a nice day with her, well, you've left your best friend behind, you've left the old lady behind. What do you do? Well, the answer is, you think outside the box, you think laterally. The standard answer that people will give, and it's quite a nice answer, is what you do is you pull up by the bus stop, which is probably not allowed, but you pull up by the bus stop, you get out of the car, and you ask your best friend, whom you're showing that you trust, you ask your best friend to take the old lady to the hospital, and you stand in the rain with the love of your life. This is how you solve the problem. Everybody's happy. You get to give attention to everyone. Well, what does this tell us? This tells us really about what happens in our working environments, or what happens in school and education. A lot of the time, different people have different needs, and we don't have the time, we don't have the resources to be able to help them all. And we think, okay, so we're going to have to prioritize. Do I prioritize this person, or this person, or this person? Do I prioritize the needs of the individual above the needs of the many, or do I prioritize the needs of the many above the needs of the individual? This is effectively what cultural theorists talk about when they talk about individualistic societies and collective societies. Do you prioritize the individual? Do you prioritize the many? Well, okay. What the bus stop problem shows us is that in reality, we don't have to do it like that at all. We don't have to take the linear solution to this. What we have to do is we have to find out what the needs of each individual are, and we have to find out how we can help those needs and how we can maybe arrange our businesses, or let's say arrange our classrooms, so that everybody gets what they need. There's a very famous problem called the orange quarrel, where you get two children, Jenny and Joey, and they both want an orange and there's only one orange. And the classic solution is Jenny choose, Joey cut. So Jenny says to Joey, you cut the orange and I'll choose which half I take. And this way, Joey will cut the orange halfway down the middle and they'll both get half an orange. But in a way, this doesn't satisfy anybody because they both wanted something different. No one wanted half an orange. So what you do is you find out what it is that they do want. And it turns out that Joey wants the rind of the orange because he wants to make a cake. Jenny wants the flesh of the orange, the juicy stuff in the middle, because she just needs a vitamin C intake and she wants to drink some orange juice. And so what you can do, you can peel the rind of the orange off, give it all to one of the children, and then give the rest of the orange to the other child. Now this leads us into the realm of what we call differentiation. In schools, differentiation is effectively getting kids to do different things. In workplace, we differentiate all the time anyway. We can differentiate by task, we can differentiate by outcome, we can differentiate by environment. There are all sorts of ways we can differentiate. So what we have to do when we see a diverse group of people in a school or in a business, instead of thinking whom do we prioritize over the others, what we need to say, what we need to ask ourselves is, how do we make our setups work so that everybody gets what they need? It could be that people work together to help each other. Your best friend takes the old lady to hospital. And meanwhile, while they're helping each other, you've freed up time to do something else with somebody who has different needs. And so what we have to do is we have to break out of this mindset of linear answers. Whom do we prioritize? What do we prioritize? We only have a limited number of resources. We have to give them all here, here, or here. Actually, a little bit of lateral thinking usually gives us a far more interesting solution. One of the great ways of doing this is differentiation. Look it up. Like, comment, share. It'd be great to hear you in the conversation. And I'll see you next time. Thanks a lot.